So Bryce and I have been going at it pretty hard for the past few weeks here, and I've been very excited about that for a number of reasons. Bryce, I've never seen him so locked in to what he needs to do to develop his body. You know, last year I definitely saw tendencies with him where I felt like I could help if we were super locked in 3, 4, 5 days a week. And sometimes we would get our 3, 4, 5 days a week. Other times Bryce might disappear a little bit. So this year has been huge growth for him, not just in terms of what he's doing from a performance standpoint, but where I see the trajectory of his career based on his leadership. I've seen him really step up, take accountability with his own body, his own preparation. You know, he's had knee pain for essentially the last year and a half, 2 years. And he's finally taken the time, because it's kind of forced his hand, everything that's happening across the world right now, but he's taken a lot of time to take care of, his tightness in his anterior muscle groups, his quads, his hip flexors. He's been doing strengthening stuff for his quads and hip flexors, and lo and behold, his knee pain is subsiding. He's starting to get healthy. We've also been giving a lot of attention to his feet. I had Bryce doing some toe exercises, and to the point where I asked Bryce to move his big toe, just, do some flexion with it where he can flex it up, and he couldn't move it. And I'd be like, all right, Bryce, flex it up. And his feet would just not move. Like, I'm trying, and it couldn't even move. He couldn't move his toe. But now we got it where it's like flexing all the way up, coming back down. He can pick his other toes up without moving his toe. He's starting to get intrinsic foot muscles to fire, which is huge, because that's going to create foot and ankle health and toe health. That's going to lead up to his knee. It's going to help take pressure off everything up his entire chain. If you have jacked up feet, if you guys don't know, keep it short, it's going to wreck the rest of your body. Flat out. So because Bryce has been really disciplined in his approach this year, and he's taking accountability, he's pouring that time into his body, and he's doing the stuff that maybe is inconvenient, it doesn't look flashy or whatever, he's gotten himself a lot healthier. And for those who don't know, Bryce is an elite skill set. He can shoot the ball from damn near anywhere on the entire basketball court. He's got a great handle. He's a great point guard, but it can be very frustrating. You could take a guy who's maybe an elite level guy, stick knee pain on him, and now all of a sudden it knocks him down 2-3 points or makes him an inconsistent player. It can start to jack up his confidence, and you can see all of those things snowballing right now. His confidence is high, his performance is high, self-esteem is high, his capabilities, like, he's starting to understand, like, damn, I can really do this with my body. He's starting to jump really well. He's getting explosive. Bryce, in my opinion, is going to be a high major guard. I think he's a stud. If he ends up going to mid-major, I think he'll end up be in a like Steph Curry type of career, like just lighting people up. He can do all of those same things. Gym rat. But the thing that's really going to make Bryce great, that it was my biggest concern, that he's not, I wouldn't say proving me wrong, because I've always believed he can do it. But he's just showing a ton of leadership and accountability. Like, best example is last night. These guys have gone 5 days with me. I've been killing them all week, man. Like, roasting these dudes in workouts. He hits me up last night. He's like, hey, coach, we're going tomorrow. And I was like, actually, man, I was going to give you guys a reset day, because I've pushed you so hard this week that I felt like you guys, it would be good to reset. We'll all get back together Monday, take 2 days to chill. And he was like, nah, we should go tomorrow. I'm going to tell the team. Like, that's not Bryce from a year ago. And so it's one thing to develop physically. It's one thing to develop your skill set. It's a whole nother monster to develop as a man, to develop as a leader. That right there showed me that he's ready to take this next step. Super excited for Bryce. Can't wait to see where the next month unfolds, because when somebody's got that mindset where he wants to be a leader, he's locked into his body, he's locked into his skill, he's locked into his overall development, it's game over, especially when the dude's as talented as Bryce.